world's most expensive meal can only be eaten once in a lifetime. Who would have thought that an empty plate is served? The mystery is revealed when the chef shoots himself and his body is carried into the kitchen. Only a plate of medium rare ribs was served on the table, revealing that the food tonight was for the old rich people. They were so scared that they dragged their wives to leave. But the manager told him that all the ships had left the port and no one could leave the island tonight. The old man howled in hatred. He was about to call a private plane, but the phone signal was cut off. He wanted to leave by force, but was held down by several big men. The chef shouted, and the old rich man's finger was cut off. The restaurant descended into chaos as everyone realized the chef was serious. Tonight, they would slaughter the animals on the spot and use local ingredients. The waiter asked everyone to return to their original seats. The chef said that these were all part of the menu. A man exploded and smashed a chair against the restaurant's glass. I don't know where it was. The glass is very strong. The chef's action once again changed people's perception. He suspended his boss in the air for altering the menu. The boss was hanged and slowly descended into the water. The chef enjoyed the peace in front of him. He asked everyone to go outside and run away within 45 seconds, then someone would be sent to catch them. Everyone ran away. The 4 women stayed indoors to taste the next dish. All the bodyguards rushed out when the time came, catching all the men no matter where they hid. However, only Matt was still eating with relish among the frightened men. It turned out that there was a strange girl among the guests who was not invited at all. He temporarily found this girl named Anya. The girl was so angry that she gave the man a big shove. The chef felt pity and told Anya to go to the warehouse and get a bucket of seasoning for herself to avoid being eaten. Anya did it immediately. When she got the seasoning and was about to leave, she accidentally found a radio station and immediately contacted the nearby coast patrol. She acted calm and pushed the iron bucket back to the restaurant. The original gas sound broke the silence. The chef realized that Anya had used his radio, but before he could do anything, the police had already arrived at the restaurant. No one dared to call for help under the chef's intimidation. They could only hint to the police with their eyes. The child, being foolish, did not respond for a long time. However, upon spotting his favorite actor, Little Beard, among the diners, he wrote a note to the police, pretending to sign it, seeking assistance. The new spiritualist marine police immediately took out their guns and pointed them at the chef. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief when they saw this, but the marine police suddenly pointed the gun at Anya and then lit the candle in front of her. It was just a lighter. This guy was also one of the chefs. The chef believed that Anya was no different from other diners for her betrayal. Seeing that the last dish was about to be made, Anya suddenly stood up and clapped her hands like the chef, questioning that the chef was not careful in cooking, which made her very hungry. When she heard someone questioning her, the chef asked her what she wanted to eat. Anya told her that she wanted to eat a cheeseburger with some fries, so the chef cooked the last dish of her life. Anya did this because she combined what the chef said with what she saw in the chef's room. The chef is very happy to make a hamburger. Work disappointment is just labor exploitation by capitalism. Rich people think they can improve their status by coming here once, but they ignore the true meaning of delicious food. Anya wants the chef to recall her previous cooking and bring the hamburger to the table. After Anya took a bite, she made her request. Anya waited anxiously for the chef's answer. If the chef allowed her to pack it, Anya would be able to escape death. The chef personally packed it for Anya. The hamburger also came with a gift bag. Anya placed $10 on the table and swiftly turned to leave. Before she left, she looked back at everyone. Maybe she was dying. The only thing left in her mind was kindness. The old man's wife gave Anya jewelry and asked her to leave quickly. The chef invited everyone to share the last dish. The chefs walked into the restaurant and treated it as their kitchen. A lot of food was scattered on the table and the floor. Diners wore chocolate hats and cotton candy clothes. The chef gave an impassioned speech, calling it her greatest work. At the same time, he grabbed a piece of red-hot charcoal from the kitchen with his bare hands and slowly walked towards. The restaurant was in the middle of a fire, and everyone was buried in the sea of fire. Anya left on a boat and heard a big explosion behind her. She stopped the boat, ate a few bites of the hamburger, and wiped her mouth with a piece of paper. Anya found that this was actually the restaurant menu. She seemed to be thinking, the simplest things are the rarest.